It sure is great being a kid. I think I'll go outside and play. Wait a minute, where are the bright colors, the constant noises, the endless entertainment? Well, it's a good thing I brought my iPad. I'll just watch YouTube for a little bit.
What's going on?
Oh, my baby's just like me.
Now this is what I'm talking about. I'm never putting my iPad down again. How's it going, day ones? I am Nick Tom, and I cannot stand content farms on YouTube that, in my honest opinion, intentionally target kids knowing full well that their content is not kid-friendly. But out of all of them, and sadly there are many, Hornstromp Games could very well be the worst. Hornstromp Games releases animations based on characters from popular games and trends. For a while this included Among Us, but it is now mostly Sprunky, which is basically an indie horror game that went viral last year. Believe me when I say that this game alone could lead us down a crazy rabbit trail that we don't have time for. Just know that Gen Alphas are obsessed with it. The point is that this content farm copies characters from games that have elements of horror that almost always involve violence and gore. So right away we can see why their content might be problematic for innocent children that don't know any better. But that's only the beginning of why I feel like their content is nothing short of pure garbage. Before we continue, I do think it's necessary to explain to those who don't know what a content farm is and why I wish that they never existed. At first, when you hear the term, you might think that it's a good thing. I love farms, and I often romanticize the life of a humble farmer. It almost sounds nice to plant content seeds and water them until they grow into content trees, and after many seasons and all that hard work, they could produce big, juicy content fruits. But no, that is not what this means at all. Content farms should really be known as content factories because they pump out as many videos as possible with the sole purpose of optimizing the algorithm and making the channel owners lots of money. Even, by the way, if this means underpaying workers and stealing other people's ideas. Hornstromp Games appears to fall somewhere in this category, and their videos are brain rot. And I'm not talking about that skibbity toilet skibbity riz nonsense. I mean like it is actual brain rot. Their videos are overstimulating as heck. There is literally never a moment of stillness or silence because the characters are always moving and yelling. Just as a side note, it also bugs me that they managed to do this and then don't even bother animating the characters' mouths.
This party started. Hey guys, look at this job.
Nice one, Wax. Well done.
Keep moving. I think I love you.
Immediately we can see that these videos are designed to get you to keep watching because everything about the style is continuously grabbing your attention and it makes me sick. Like it literally makes me sick. As if I'm high on shrooms watching a creepy kids show that's being fast forwarded. But at the same time, I'm somehow not required to think because the stories are meaningless. Like the story of the episode we just saw is called Pinky Builds a Secret Room at School. And it goes that Pinky is being bullied by Black, and so she builds a secret room to hide in with her friends who were also bullied by Black. And then, when Black finds out and is about to beat all of them up, Pinky suddenly forgives him and invites him to hang out with them, sending the message that it's okay to bully others as long as in the end, they're just chill guys.
You were ignoring me. We're doomed now. Why don't you invite me? Can I join you? Do you think we're gonna let you?
Chill out! He's one of us!
Really? Thanks, guys. Your room is the best!
But what blows my mind about this channel just pumping out brain rot is that this animation actually takes effort. It's not necessarily easy to create this style of content where something is happening every second. I mean, these voice actors are working overtime to say the least. So the question is, why not make stories that don't have oddly corrupted morals? Make more content, animator workers. But boss, we've already exhausted every lesson of good morals. Actually, the morals of our videos were questionable to begin with. I don't care. We just need more content. I guess we could start twisting the morals a little bit. We often show characters committing actual crimes. Didn't you hear me? I said more content. Fine, we'll just end every episode with the characters smiling and happy. Working here is pretty much going against everything I believe in as a person. There, see? Was that so hard? Hornstromp Games also really disgusts me because it seems like they are targeting unsupervised kids, and there are many reasons why I'm convinced this could be the case. On the surface level, the characters have a very simple design. You know, they have bright colors and their voices are exaggerated, just like how characters on a wholesome cartoon would be. A parent that just glances over and sees their kid watching this probably won't think twice. And then again, why would they? It would be pretty messed up if the content were inappropriate, right?
Did you see that, Gray?
Gorgeous.
You too.
Wow.
I'm losing Gray because of me. What?
About me? Kiss?
Whoa.
Don't come any closer.
You want a kiss?
I don't think so.
Don't leave me. What's
you
going on?
are.
What? I don't love you anymore.
From this single episode, which is the most recent one to be posted as of recording this video, there are a lot of aspects that deserve a viewer discretion advised warning before it begins. These include yikes. And if that's not bad enough, all of this, as we've seen, is completely unnecessary to the story. This one, which is titled Sprunky Couples in Phase 2, show characters trying to kiss each other to become couples, unless that is you are a tan who is both shot and then eaten alive.
Good idea. I know it's weird. Go away. Brush meat.
What are you talking about?
I was really hungry, Beep.
Kidding me? Marry me.
All this to say, and I could be wrong, but my impression of this is that on the surface, it looks like it is suitable for kids. But if parents were to just watch 30 seconds, they would realize that clearly it's not. Which really grinds my gears because it is terrible to target kids that are unrestricted. So the question is, what excuse could they possibly have? Like, that their videos are made for adults? New orders. Make the content more entertaining. Boss, that's not like a lot of adults watch cartoons these days. Plus, the style of our content is pretty immature. Figure it out. Make it more entertaining. I guess we could start exposing our videos to a younger audience. Then again, the themes of our content are pretty mature. Less talking. Make it more entertaining. Fine, we'll expose our videos to every kid old enough to hold an iPad. This clarifies nothing except that we are all definitely going to hell. No one will ever find out. Trust me. Now maybe, just maybe, I'm being a little too harsh here. It's easy to judge a book by its cover when the cover is screaming that everything about it is going to infuriate me to my very core. So in the spirit of fairness, I decided to watch a whole video of Hornstromp Games to give it a chance. That's right, I sat through a whole 20 minutes because that's how long they are. I lied. I tried really hard to sit through all of the episodes, and I was even watching them at ×2 speed. But in the very next episode, or actually I really couldn't tell because all of them seemed to run together like explosive diarrhea, Tan once again got shot in the head, and I was done. Maybe this is somehow this character's thing, like he's the dumb one who always gets treated this badly, haha, so funny? But I don't know. I just don't see the humor, and I spent hours writing the script that I tried to fill with jokes. What bothers me a lot is that it was with another semi-realistic looking gun, as if letting kids know that there are different types of this weapon that they can shoot people with, and it just makes me go, yuck.
Your aim. I know you can finish all of this. Thanks, Tan. Don't hold it any. You're a monster! After all this time believing you were a good girl!
Now that he's dead, we can spend more time together. I was so jealous I couldn't think clearly.
Overall, I am appalled by Hornstromp Games because their content is brain rot, and it could be argued that they target unsupervised kids. Hey guys, how's it going? Boss? Wait, Why are you being so friendly to us? Did you redecorate? Love what you've done with the place. Oh no, I didn't do anything different. We're in hell. What? But I was always such a good employee. That would explain the fire and unbearable burning sensation. Yeah, well, we sure enjoyed our lives while they lasted, right? No, not at all. Working for you was the absolute worst. I knew that I called it. I wonder if anyone else we know is here too. Buckle in. It's gonna be a long shift. As someone who is hoping to have kids in the next few years, I have to fight to stay optimistic because the pessimist in me as an INTJ wants to say that Gen Alpha is cooked. If I were much younger and this content were available to me, I am sure that it would have made me dumber. It would have obliterated my attention span. My friends that are teachers tell me that kids these days have an attention span of 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Like even Subway Surfers got nothing on freaking 10 seconds. Which one of these following clips can you watch and still focus on the lesson? Hello everyone and welcome to Plant Science 101. I'm your professor, as you can tell by my incredibly realistic mustache. In this class, we discuss common fruits and vegetables. Today's lesson is on bananas. So listen closely and take good notes. A banana is an elongated edible fruit botanically categorized as a berry. Holy moly. Did anyone else know that bananas were berries? It is produced by several kinds of large tree-like herbaceous flowering plants in the genus Musa. The fruit is variable in size, color, and firmness, but is usually elongated and curved, with soft flesh, rich in starch, covered with the peel, which may vary in color when ripe. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Almost all modern seedless cultivated bananas come from wild species Musa acuminata and Musa babisiana. That is, if you believe this Wikipedia page. Hello everyone and welcome to Plant History 101. I'm your professor. You may know me from my other popular class, Plant Science 101. In this class, we discuss, you guessed it, the history of common fruits and vegetables. Today's lesson is also on bananas. Listen closely and take notes. A banana is the common name for a type of fruit and also the name of the herbaceous plants that grow it. These plants belong to the genus Musa and are considered berries. Again with the berries thing. Am I the only one that didn't know that? It gives a whole new meaning to the term mixed berries. Historians think the first people to grow bananas for food lived in Papua New Guinea, but they were sometimes grown as ornamental plants. That's just crazy because when was the last time you saw a nice house plant and it turned out to be a banana tree? Wikipedia is great. So I know that the examples I gave were silly, and hey, if you're really a plant enthusiast, no shade to you. But what I'm trying to show is that while I thought that my attention span was already bad, it's not as bad as I imagined it would be had I grown up with this new ultra-stimulating trash. Because there were quite a few disturbing visuals and what the actual fudgesicle moments in the Hornstromp Games episodes that completely distracted me from what was being taught. And it's worth noting that in real life, teachers are going to deliver lessons much more plainly than this. Additionally, if I were much younger, I'm afraid that this content would have taught me all the wrong lessons regarding how to interact with those around me. I might be encouraged to act impulsively, just like the characters on this show that switch emotions in the blink of an eye. Whatever happened to good old Tom and Jerry cartoons that taught general life lessons? Alright, so in this episode of Tom and Jerry, the theme is a wedding. We see Tom proposing to his girlfriend and then he's getting ready for the ceremony. He's like, nervous, but all of his friends are supporting him so that he follows through with the commitment. Then it shows what married life is like, and Jerry had done him a huge favor by pretending to be a mouse maid for them. So basically the entire premise is that Tom really needs his friends to help him be a good husband, and we see his friends bend over backwards for him, and eventually he pushes it too far. This Hornstromp episode, the theme also has to do with the wedding. So Wenda starts off really obsessed with Gray, who is her boyfriend anyway. She grows jealous of all his friends and kidnaps them and brings them to a forced ceremony. Then it's revealed that Black had transformed her into a psycho after she turned him down, and that's why she's so crazy. But Wenda accidentally slices the crap out of Gray and snaps out of it enough to scare Black. So Black heals Gray and everyone forgives Wenda for acting viciously like seconds ago. Do you see how these examples are complete opposites of each other in terms of the relationships at play? One is where the protagonist is just scared and needs to learn to be a better partner. And the other is where the protagonist is a demon-possessed nightmare of a partner. It doesn't take a genius to see why I could have concluded that the Hornstromp Game show was letting me know that it was okay to mistreat other people so long as somehow it's not really my fault. And it's worth noting that not only are these actions random, they're also extremely destructive and disturbing. But maybe we can all breathe a deep sigh of relief, because it's not like Hornstromp Games has other channels that they make for even younger kids, right? They would never do something like that.
Elmo teacup! Take this!
Turns out there are multiple channels run by these same creators, but the one that stood out to me the most was Hornstromp Tunes, because this one can be found even on YouTube Kids. As you can probably tell, everything on YouTube Kids is meant to be officially family friendly, and while I wouldn't say that this content is necessarily inappropriate, it is definitely giving ee-oo-ah. I honestly don't have the stomach to watch a lot of these to analyze them on a deeper level. However, I did discover the surprise a kid might encounter if they were to search for this channel on YouTube and not on YouTube Kids, which, let's just be real, could be an honest mistake even for parents. In this scenario, let me go ahead and show you the most recent video I found on this same channel. Here we see the same sprunky characters. It seems like the animation is more playful and happy. That's probably better for this age range. They're singing a random song. All right, same themes of being jealous, some stalking going on here. They write something on the photo. Wait, what did that just say? What the poop? Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Now look, I don't know how often these other videos appear on Hornstromp Tunes' channel, but we can see why it's a problem, right? It's clear to me that this type of out-of-pocket video could act as a gateway to their main channel, where their content is not kid-friendly. Like, are these people trying to scar children for life? I recall watching cartoons like Courage the Cowardly Dog when I was little that scared the bejeebies out of me, but this new stuff is unfiltered and way worse. And again, I didn't need to do much research at all to find this out. So parents, please be careful. In conclusion, my heart goes out to Gen Alpha everywhere that are exposed to Hornstromp Games, Tunes, and everything in between. Because I know that it would have made me dumber, it would have made me confused about how to interact with others, and oh yeah, it would have traumatized me. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a silly millennial that sometimes masquerades as a Gen Z. That's all I got for y'all. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Every new day one makes me giddy as a kid in a candy shop. Feel free to leave in the comments any topic that you might want me to make a video on next. Bye, be well, and remember, never judge a children's book or YouTube channel by its cover.